Alright, so here's part 3 of our little koi fish, and I'm just going to do some background, and then in part 4 we'll watercolor. So to start out, I'm going to do a little lily pad here, and I'm going to do a series of flower shapes coming out to do the center of the lily pad. And it's just going to be a little random here. Just going to go around in a circle, just like so. And that's the center of the flower. Now the lily has these kind of rounded petals, so I'm going to try and put some in as evenly as possible here, like that. Now while you're doing this at home, you don't have to worry too much if yours is looking different. Just trying to get kind of the basic shape here. And his little fish fin is above the petal. And let's see, probably fill in some of these spaces here. And I'll put one more here and down here. All right, so that'll be my flower. Now to give it some texture, I'm just going to do some lines on some of these petals and just casually putting in so I want my whole artwork to have lots of line texture. So now we have to put in some of the lily pads, and lily pads are round and they have a big split in them. So I'm going to put the V in first, and that is where the leaf splits. Now I want a circle shape, but I don't want it perfect, so I'm just going to make kind of a wavy circular shape, and you got to make sure you kind of come around all the way. And you decide where you're going to put another one. Maybe you'll put another one here. And I kind of want to fill the whole page with lots of wavy lily pad shapes here. Okay. And I'd like to have some behind the leaf, so I'm just going to do some here. And when I paint this, all the leaves will be dark green, and then I'm going to do the water a really dark, probably blue or even a dark blue-black. All right, that's probably enough. And then for this, I'm going to give it some texture just like I did with the petal. So I'm going to come in and outline them again, because I'm not really going for the realistic look. I want this to have more of a zentangle, Art Deco, or kind of cartoony looking. So the lily pads have a center, so I'm going to draw some lines out of each center, and you have to just kind of imagine where the middle of that leaf is. So just like that. Now you could fill these leaves with lots of patterns if you want to, but I'm going to leave them a little bit open just so that my paint colors have a bigger area to go. And I think I like the way that's looking. I might do some more pattern just to add a little something extra here on the lily pad. My little stripe, I'm going to do a zigzag pattern. And it'll give me an area to do more color. So I just take a few minutes to put some patterns in. Now you could do a dotted pattern or a stripe, whatever you like. And I just went in with the fine liner for this one and just kind of casually did this design. You can draw it all out with pencil first if you want. You want to make sure that it's the way you like it. That way you can erase if you feel like you want to change something. But I was just going to do a casual little sketch today. And I'm not going to be too fussy about it, my lines. And you guys can spend as much time on it as you want. So after I'm done with this, then I'm going to go and get all my watercolors and we'll start painting. I'll just finish this little pattern here. And don't worry too much if your lines aren't perfect or you mess up. It's the final product that's going to look good. Now at this point, I did have a student ask me if they could do a grayscale. That's absolutely fine. If you want to do a grayscale, maybe do it more realistic and put shading in and not so much the zentangle designs. But if you are wanting to watercolor like I'm going to do, if you have watercolor paper, that's great. You can leave some big areas, do lots of designs, decide how you want it, and you know, if you want to put some darker areas, that's fine too. So this is really just to give you an idea of where to go, you know, what kind of art you want to make today. It doesn't have to be exactly like this. This is just a suggestion. So I'm going to upload this one and then I'm going to set up and get ready to watercolor. So see you back for that one. Thanks. Bye.